Hello everyone, it is Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for this upcoming week, this September. Today's the 2nd of September, going through to probably the 6th or 7th in our first full week of September. So I'm going to do as I usually do. I'm going to call in our Archangel Oracle cards for their archangels who's overseeing us this week and what their message is for us. Last week we had Archangel Raphael with the message of breathe. And I did definitely have to remember that quite a few times last week as I felt energies, certain different energies come up. Sometimes angry energies were around, or other times sad. I just remembered that whole message that he brought about breathing to release the old patterns, and boy was it helpful. So anyways, let's see what, oh, isn't that funny? I was just talking about him and out came this message again. It literally fell out of the deck spontaneously as I was shuffling. Thank you, Raphael. We know you're around and are giving us this message perhaps yet again for this week as a reminder to continue with that. Okay, so once again, the message is about take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. So I'm going to see if there's any other message. I'm going to also pick another Archangel card for this week. I just think that was, oh, I love the Archangels, and that literally popped out in front of me as I was shuffling talking about it. So Raphael, if there's any other message about that for this week, please let us know. Okay, and is there any other archangels that are working with us this week? So it may be that this is going to be continuing on. I know last week I sensed that it had to do with a lot of emotional stuff coming up because we were coming out of Mars being retrograde, and there was a full moon as well. And so there is definitely energies around. Part of that was celestial, but I think there's also just things going on in the world that, and maybe in your, personal life as you go into this week, that there's still healing going on. Even though the planets were retrograde last month, and we had those eclipses earlier in the summer, those have like kind of far-reaching effects. Stuff that happens with eclipses, if nothing significant happens at the time of the eclipse, it can happen as much as 30 days afterwards. So you may still find things going on in your world that are bringing up either old stuff maybe that needs to be healed and resolved, in which case this message is going to be very pertinent once again, okay, and very applicable to just breathe your way through it. All right, and let's see if there's any other archangels that have messages for us this week. It's the first week of September. I do feel Michael with us. Oh, isn't that? Okay. Woo! Okay, so the other one that came flying out, landed on the floor, is this one. Archangel Shammi with the message of career transition. So there's things, Archangel Shammi says your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. And Shammi is an angel, he's the finding angel. So he does help you in terms of finding the right career for you, helping you to find the next job, the next apartment, the next home. He's an angel of finding things. When this card comes up, it's it can be because you're putting things in place to make a career transition for yourself. It could mean you're getting a promotion, that there's something significant going on with regards to career for you in the week ahead, and you can ask this angel for help with any changes that you're making with regard to that, okay? I do feel like for a lot of you this has to do with finding new jobs, or looking for new jobs, or getting into a new job. Your career is transitioning to the next level. You're stepping into that next phase, okay? Stepping into new positions, okay? for some of you, for some of the others out there, I just feel like that there are events that have taken place in your personal life that are triggering for you the thought, idea, inspiration of maybe it's time to make a change. I've been doing this for 10 years, 20 years, or X many years, and it's not fulfilling to me anymore. You may not know what the next thing is that you want to move to. So the Shammi is an angel that can help you make that career transition. Okay, and it's not always an easy thing to do because, you know, maybe the current occupation that you're in and the job that you're in has served you well for many years. It provides a paycheck, you got great benefits from it, and it can be hard to leave that security. But there's a part of you that maybe is longing for something else, something more fulfilling, something more exciting. You know, am I going next? You know, it's maybe there in the position you're in, there's nothing new for you to learn, or you don't want to step into the next level of, you know, where you could go in your current place. So it's signaling that there's something triggering the search for something new for you. Okay? And just breathe your way through it. All right. For this week's readings, I felt guided to the Saints and Angels Oracle cards. And I'm not sure why, but I know before too long we will have the Jewish holidays coming upon us. And we will have a full moon. A new moon coming to us the middle of September. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here now as this card has come out. See what other cards come out for the week. That one wants to come out for the middle of the week. Ooh, all right. They're flipping out. So the beginning of the week, we have this Saint Dymphna, who's here with the message of emotions. And when she shows up, yes, and now I understand why we got the breathe card, okay? Because I spoke of there may be still some stuff coming up for us that needs to be healed. And when this card shows up, there most definitely is. It just suggests that the beginning of the week may have events taking place that are very emotional for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay? It may be stuff that's, you know, either happening in your personal life or in your world some way, or in the world at large, that's triggering it for you. Or it could be that you're, you know, passing an anniversary of something for you, but it's just or something that happens to you or to someone in your family that is bringing up a lot of emotional energy. And, you know, sometimes that happens. We go through periods where sometimes the randomest thing can set us off, or we feel, you know, just very sensitive, and everything seems to be making us emotional. So the beginning of the week is what's going on. And Saint Dymphna is at least I think that's how you pronounce her name. It's spelled Dymphna. But she is known for, in her lifetime, I think having helped the mentally ill. I think she's associated with that. I'm going to turn this a little bit because the sun's kind of coming in at a weird angle. But so she's a saint that you can call upon for help dealing with your emotions, okay? And that's why I'm sure Raphael is bringing us this message again, to breathe your way through it, okay? Remember to keep taking deep breaths. So that will help you deal with it. That will help you say what you need to say if there's something that you need to speak up about, okay? Middle of the week, we have Joan of Arc with this message of, you're a leader, okay? So, you know, it may be that where Shammi's overseeing the career transition this week, that it's about you stepping into a leadership position, okay, or you need to take the lead on something in your life, okay, a situation that doesn't seem to be moving forward. It just needs someone to take the reins, someone to step in and be a leader, okay? And in a larger way in the world, this is about new people coming forward to take the lead in certain movements, okay, that are starting to go on. The grassroots of them are being organized. I know Doreen, who is the writer of these cards, the creator of these cards, had often said that if you're kind of looking at things that are going on, saying, you know, someone really needs to do something about this, that was heaven and the angel's way of tapping you on the shoulder, saying, yeah, maybe you're that person. So middle of the week, that's what it's about. You may be stepping into a position of leadership, or it's time to go for that position where you're the leader, the manager, or what have you, or it's just a situation that you need to take the lead on, okay? And it's letting you know that you do have the skills to do it, all right? You may not necessarily feel like you have the confidence. Sometimes people are pushed in, or you get put in a position where you maybe don't feel like you are that person, but you are. That's what this card is telling you. You have the qualities, the skills necessary. It might be challenging for you. There might be still some things for you to learn, but you do have the capability to do it, okay? And at the end of the week, we've got this card, Practice Makes Perfect, and she's playing the harp. And it's a guardian angel card. It's not a saint card, but it obviously speaks in a general way to people who play musical instruments, you know, the importance of practice. But it's about, I think for some of you out there, putting new habits into practice, okay? That's the hit I get on it as I look at it. You might be trying to change certain things in your life, and you have to incorporate them as a regular practice. So it means doing it on a regular, maybe even a daily basis, okay? And that will perfect it for you. It'll, kind of ingrain it into your daily routine the more you practice it, okay? As a conscious effort to practice on a regular basis. So, and it's another important message of this card is that it's not necessarily about perfection or always being perfect, okay? It is very much a message about, making something a practice. You don't have to be perfect at it, but it is important to make it a practice, because the more you practice it, the better you will get at it, obviously. So it's not necessarily a focus on perfection or perfectionism, okay? So as we slide into the end of the week, okay, and going into the weekend, there's something that's being put into practice, put into place, okay? Something new that you're trying to incorporate. It might be exercise, it might be, new ways of eating, it might be a new skill that you're learning, if you're going to school, and you're learning very hands-on skills, either as a healer or something else, you're being shown, new techniques or what have you. And so it's time for you to start putting them into practice, okay, on a regular basis. That's what's going on there. Anyways, or actually, the other hit I get is that as the weekend comes, for some of you out there, you may have been already practicing a great deal for a concert or something that you're putting on, or a demonstration of your skills in some way, and all the practice that you've been putting in is going to pay off for you, okay? The performance or whatever it is that you're presenting or what have you is going to go well, okay? It's going to work out for you because you've been practicing so much. So the other piece of that is I look at this card with the harp in there. It feels like there's a presentation or a like a concert or something that you're part of. Maybe you're part of a choir or part of a band or part of something like that. And you're going to be putting all the practice that you've put into it to try and make it as perfect as you can is going to benefit you, and it's going to work out great. Okay? So those are the messages. I'm just doing that one deck this week. I didn't get inspired to, or shown to do more than one. So anyways, I hope you all have a lovely week. And please, you are welcome to put your comments down below. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And I look forward to seeing you next week at this time. Take care, everyone.